Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. In this video I'm going to show you how I train my characters to level 210 for those amazing level 3 link skills and give some pointers. This is by no means the best way to do it, just how I like to do it. Training from level 200 to level 205 always feels like the worst thing ever. You get stronger, you get new skills, but those arcane river monsters are super tough and leveling is going slower than ever. It always reminds me of those old school hell levels between level 30 and 35. Whenever I plan to get a character to level 210, I always prepare them a little bit. Today we're leveling my Mercedes to level 210, but oh boy, this class is still wearing some low level equips and whatnot. So first things first, I unlocked my pocket slot, did boss runs to find some more boss accessories, and monster park runs to collect monster park coins for those attack speed and EXP potions, and started saving up my legion coins for EXP cards. We're leveling in Reboot, so there's no double EXP card in the cash shop or anything like that. And finally we saved up on reward points to purchase totems to make our grinding go that much faster. Playing MapleStory M can net you 500 additional reward points per day as well if you're short on those. This is the gear that I used to get to level 210. It's absolutely nothing special and there's still a lot of empty slots in there. I did use some cubes that I found from boss monsters to rank up my secondary and emblem and got one line of attack percentage and ignore defense. The ID isn't great for grinding, but it does help when bossing, and I kinda ran out of cubes, so this is what I had to use anyway. I usually go for a full penciler set and get as many boss accessories as I can find. Some of my gear isn't even Star Force because I didn't transfer any messages from my main. This is like the clean experience. If you can get a bit more funding or gear from, for example, boss carries, then absolutely do this to make your life easier. The earlier you can one-shot monsters, the faster you'll train. Level 200 to level 203 feels like a really long drag. Monster Park does give great EXP, and completing a Golex quest once a day will give a nice chunk of EXP as well. I was already almost 50% before I even started going to Vanishing Journey. Make sure to set up your link skills and legion buffs as well to either make your character do more damage or get more EXP, or ideally both. Two final tips before we dive into training. If you have hyper stats, make sure to add 6 points in Arcane Force for an additional 30 Arcane Power. This will make the pre-quest and additional dailies go so much easier, and join a guild to enjoy bonus stats from guild skills. High level guild skills can also boost your Arcane Power even more. It will just make your life so much easier. Alright, now we're ready to start leveling to level 210. Let's get our symbol now. This quest is already almost impossible for this class though. I nearly died so many times, but after a long and fierce battle, we finally managed to defeat 10 happy Erdas and got our symbol. Your level 1 Arcane symbol gives you an additional 30 Arcane Power, and because we now have 60 Arcane Power and monsters require 40, we deal more damage to them and they deal a lot less damage to us, making it a lot easier to actually train here. Which is perfect, you know, because Mercedes isn't exactly known for how tanky she is. Before you start the questline here, make also sure to activate one of your 3 stones that you got from your 5th job advancement, those in your use inventory. They need to collect EXP, and this is the perfect moment to start using them for a good amount of EXP later. Next up, we're finally starting the Vanishing Journey questline. I don't rush my characters to level 200, and I always do the questline and some dailies to get my symbol to at least, like, you know, level 2, level 3. I might want to use this class for bossing or just to help others, so getting a higher symbol is very beneficial. Also, completing the questline here unlocks your dailies, and you can complete those twice a week for some free node stones. Node stones are quite hard to come by in Reboot compared to the regular server, so that's always useful. The first thing that we're aiming for skill-wise is to get and disassemble enough node stones to get the 5th job Holy Symbol skill. This skill will provide a 20% EXP bonus at level 1. I have already found one node stone and disassembled that one while doing the questline here, but we still will need a ton more. If you for whatever reason feel too weak to even start doing this questline, feel free to train a couple more levels over at Suthikeeree in any maps like Forsaken Excavation Site 2 or the Flaming Boars one, but you should be fine unless your account is like super fresh, like no link skills, no legion, nothing like that. The third part of the Vanishing Journey questline is a bit more difficult, but thanks to our 60 Arcane Power, we're mostly fine. We just need to use potions every now and then. By the time we were done with the whole questline, we already reached level 201. I did not use any EXP cards yet because I only have so many and I want to save them for when we actually start grinding. I always hate it, but I waste time on those during cutscenes and NPC dialogue. Personally, I also really like to have short-term goals, especially when I'm fighting monsters that I cannot one-shot or barely even fight in this case. So I also start the daily questline. I don't participate in the PQ in this area though. I'm too weak to solo it and I don't want to look for a party. At this point, I actually found enough node stones from monsters to get Holy Symbol. Make sure to enhance your slots as well every time you level up for a little bit more EXP. I usually put my points in Holy Symbol as well. I don't really want to invest in this class, and Mercedes won't one-shot monsters in this area for a while, at least in Reboot. So I just kinda already accepted my fate and will not focus on getting just a bit more damage, but just get a little bit more EXP. If you haven't already, keep upgrading your gear until all your items have 10 stars. But also remember to save mesos for upgrading your symbol the next day. Also, during this day I defeated Chaos Horntail for some new accessories. That Chaos Horntail necklace just gives a little bit more HP. The server reset happened and I could do another set of dailies. Completing them will give you around 40% of a full level. Don't forget to fill up those other 2 stones as well, by the way. I didn't use them yet, but we will soon. And because we did our dailies again, we can now level up our arcane symbol to level 2. More main stat, more arcane power, what more could you wish for? Alright, so Mercedes is a bit of a special case, but I really don't like grinding in Vanishing Journey. She needs to keep herself in the air to complete her combos, and there are all kinds of platforms in the way. While most classes can train in maps like Weathered Land of Rage, Rock Zone, or Eastern Cave Path 2 or Below the Cave, I really wasn't feeling it. Personally, I like to exchange grinding perhaps a little bit faster to grinding nice, easy and comfortable. And Mercedes grinds really easy in this map over here at the Scrapyard. Scrapyard Lot is a map with no platforms. And with a totem, the spawn is good enough for us to actually always have something to fight. Chase-Roid Blue do give slightly less EXP, but also have a little bit lesser HP than almost all monsters in Vanishing Journey. However, they deal more damage since Arcane Force is useless here, but man, this map sure was comfortable to train in. We popped our EXP card, Monster Park Attack, Attack Speed and EXP potions. It took me about 30-35 minutes to level up here, and once I reached level 203 I used the EXP potions that we saved up to get an additional 60%. Our goal is to get to level 205 as fast as possible, and I really hate grinding from level 203 to level 204. Like level 204 to level 205 feels faster because we're closer to our goal, you know, I have something to look forward to. Level 203 to 204 just feels like a drag. So we stay here all the way until we reach level 205, and then we start another questline, Reverse City. This area is home to some really nice training maps, plus completing the questline will net you a level worth of EXP at level 205. It can take a bit longer on Reboot, especially if you're as weak as we are. It took me about an hour to complete it, but I did get 99% EXP. Again, I didn't use any EXP cards or totems during this questline. With the additional 20 symbols that we got from this questline, we can level up our symbols once more. It costs around 60 million at this time, which should be doable for most. And after that, things are very straightforward. We go to T-Boy's Research Train 1 and train there all the way until level 210. I like to switch around my 5th job skills and rotate them across the map. I'd like to have as little downtime as possible between the skills. And of course, when training here, we use again our spawn boosters and all our EXP boosters. Because Mercedes hates platforms, I try to use my combos between them, so I'm always high enough to keep dishing out the damages and use my skills. And that's how I reached level 210 in a couple of hours on weaker link skill mules like this one. I recently got my hero to level 210 in a similar way, but with that character I just did my dailies for a couple of days and then reached Reverse City that way and then grinded my way to level 210 in the same fashion as I do right now. And that was it, that's how I reached level 210 on most of my mules. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them in the comments or make sure to join our Discord, we are very friendly over there, we always help people out. And that was all for today. As always, many thanks to our members for making this video possible. Thanks to Niels, Coninck, Raar, maar waar, Sebastian, Hanoy, FLX, Ryalias, Historycanon, Vareese, Dries, Zumker, Wiley, Francisco Sousa, Historycanon, BackSpaceOTI, ceemak, Saffronyx, Lorenzo, BG Extremes, Anwar NHI, Brendon, Frank Bouquit, Ziggy Deer, Flidiot, Beamer WT, Knifesu, Chen125, Cloudfix, Gusus Rodriguez, Sir QQ Morse, Froggy11, 32655, Grayson Lee, Riser RU, Brandon Cam, Vira, Bruno H, Trevor, Yuki436, Afterlord_MS, Sinfalido, Ratius, John Man, Lucky Beats, Justin Vale, Silvio Nato, Stevie Zhang, Yaruski TV, Soli Shinauda, Heyo Pan, Tuazira, Joshua Alvarez, and Striker Elk. If you would like to be mentioned here as well and get early access to new videos, make sure to check out that join button below this video. Thank you all so much for watching everyone, stay safe and happy mapling!